Hey, what's good, people? Hey, man. Coming at you with Toriko discussion, more Toriko discussion, okay? I'm like big into Toriko right now. The series is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna get all into it. Welcome to my Toriko 365 chapter predictions. One chapter for every day of the year. In chapter 364, we saw Neo eliminate Don Slime, and then we saw the Blue Nitro and Don Slime both agree that, well, Don Slime came to the realization, and the Blue Nitro, the Blue Nitro confirmed that theory that Neo cells are not they're not of Earth. They're not normal. They're not normal cells. And then it goes to Zero, pretty much destroying all of the Blue Nitro alone, and they need Neo's assistance to help get rid. Which they seem very confident that Neo's gonna get rid of Zero, and I it's hard to believe that Neo won it. I truly sad if that would be the case, because I really like Zero's my favorite character for sure. But and actually, I did suggest this in my previous chapter review, but it's very likely that Zero does not die because he is such a fan favorite. It's very likely that Acacia, because it seems like Neo and Acacia are the same being right now. It seems likely that Acacia and Zero are just going to talk it out, and then something else will happen. The plot will progress. So it's actually very likely that Zero won't die, and then there's a very, very, very small likelihood that Zero kills Neo, which I just don't think it's going to be the case. 365 also is bringing up a question that I ask a lot to myself, but it is a very serious question. Who's the big final villain of Toriko? I'm reading a Reddit thread titled who do you think will be the big bad of the Toriko series? Starts out with, originally we thought it was Midora, right? Turns out that's wrong. And then we thought it was Joa. Also wrong. But Joa is working with the Blue Nitro, right? So it must be the Blue Nitro. Turns out it's Neo, and maybe the Blue Nitro, right? But we don't know. We have no idea. And honestly, if you really think Neo is the big enemy of the series, you're wrong. He's not the manipulator. He's not the mastermind, okay? Maybe he's like a powerhouse, but he's not actually doing anything. But why do I bring this up? The whole reason I bring this up is because, A, a lot of people think Toriko is ending soon, and I think that's completely absurd. In fact, I think that's doesn't make any sense at all. Like, the reason I don't think it's ending soon is because the highest high level of the Toriko universe we've seen so far has been basically Don Slime and Neo. I would suggest Don Slime was the king of the universe. He summoned a supernova on his will, and then Neo ate it. So arguably, yeah, Neo and Don Slime right now in the current form are the strongest we've seen so far, right? We're at a cosmic level, we're at a planetary, galactic level. I mean, its pacing is extremely fast. But in other series, in DC Comics, look at Marvel Comics, look at Tengen, Toppa, Gurren Lagann. I mean, they go beyond a universal level. They go to a multiversal or beyond a multiversal level, and actually, in a lot of these series, Marvel is a Galactus. It's like a common thing. There's fights between these monsters or these deities. They're beyond deity level. These fights between these super forces. They go way beyond what we see in Toriko. But that's what's so great about Toriko, because it keeps evolving. And it's all about evolving. So when is Toriko going to evolve to those levels and then past them? That's what Toriko does. It keeps evolving, and it's going the distance. So if you think Toriko's ending soon, sorry, but you're not reading Toriko, okay? We're reading different manga. If you really think Toriko is ending anytime soon. Another really, really good point brought up in this thread. White Nitro. What are White Nitro? Okay, I've never heard of White Nitro before, but I have heard of Blue Nitro. I have heard of Red Nitro. I have heard of Blue Demons and Red Demons. And check this out. Toriko has a White Demon. Is it unreasonable that there's White Nitro? Like, I think that's almost certain that it's going to happen. The other thing that supports that theory is that Neo has cells that are not of their world, and it's likely this is from somewhere completely unknown. And then the Blue Nitro know of this, and Don Slime doesn't. He just realized it, right? So what are these cells? And here's the reality of Toriko. What Neo's doing and what Neo's capable of, and Neo's cells in the future, that's going to be the standard. Again, if you think Toriko's ending soon, consider what I just laid on you, and you're gonna have to rethink. You have to reread Toriko if you really think it's ending.